We realize that there's a lot of people developing applications today that are just getting started. They want to start with open source projects. They want to stitch together the pieces that are necessary, just those pieces that are necessary to get started. What we want to do is make sure that our customers have the ability to start wherever they want to and then grow as big as they need to. What our team has been about is to drive those changes in our infrastructure so that customers have that flexibility. It's taken a little bit too long to get stuff out there for developers to use, and we've recognized this, so we've partnered with some other companies to drive it more aggressively in the industry, and that's called microprofile. Things like JDK, OpenJDK, OpenJava9, J9 if you will, these are foundational elements that we're opening up to the industry as open source projects. And it's really taking Java to the next level in terms of its proliferation and the ability for developers to get the technologies and to work with it. The next part of the portfolio is open liberty. And so, a lot of people might be saying, why are you doing this? Why now? Why is IBM doing this? What we did was about 5 or 6 years ago, we launched Liberty, which is a really critical part of the WebSphere portfolio. And Liberty took the idea that we needed to componentize all the elements of Java into very small, fine-grained elements that could be called in on the fly as the application demands it. There are others that have Java open source projects out there. But one of the really important things is that you build on microprofile, open liberty, and you have the ability to run that application unchanged on the WebSphere Liberty family. So the componentization architecture and then allowing other people in the industry to build on top of that and be able to contribute back, that's just such a great thing. And us finally launching this is the culmination of a lot of work by our teams to get this ready. A microservice builder is another piece of the portfolio that's addressing market needs. Microservice builder really is meant to help developers get started with microservices. How do you develop a 12-factor app? What are some samples? How do you get started? How do you build this out so that you can have that flexibility that the microservices kind of mindset gives you? So developing cloud native, doing it with a microservices perspective, and being able to, to add functions as that application becomes more mission critical. As those applications grow, and as companies need to deploy those, they're going to want to do that in a variety of manners. So one manner is through the IBM Cloud Private, right? So if they wanted to have something in-house that they got from IBM and run it on the IBM Cloud, awesome. They have the ability to take everything that I just talked about and run it in IBM Cloud Private. There's other options as well. They may want to be able to deploy this to alternate clouds. And so we find that many of the customers are not going to deploy to just one cloud. They're going to want to have a heterogeneous environment to deploy to. So AWS or Azure or others. And so we need to be able to provide the flexibility for them to deploy wherever they need to. And so Microservice Builder gives us that flexibility. It's all about the developer experience at the front end, but more importantly, it's about the entire tool chain, the entire end-to-end experience and simplifying that. And so you'll see all this work we're doing with open source, open liberty, microprofile, microservice builder. All of these things are part of the IBM WebSphere commercial portfolio. So the ability to start where you need to and then move into a fully supported commercial product is there for you without any changes to the underlying application that you built. And that's a huge advantage for customers that are getting started in these journeys.